Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best point guards in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 16,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, sorry, 17,000 subscriber mark. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. Top 10 PGs. I haven't gotten to the top 10 PGs in a while. There's been a lot of turnover, but starting at number 10 is a card has been a mainstay for a little bit, and that is this Lonzo Ball card. I do think he's actually still very, very good defensively. I think the value defensively of this card is very, very important, and it's the main reason he's on this list, because offensively he's fine but not great. Like, his finishing and shooting badges are meh. His playmaking badges are good but also not insane, to be honest, despite the many Hall of Fame badges. But defensively he's big and he's versatile, and he is a very, very solid defensive point guard. He's a good slasher. He's got good size, good three-ball rating, good speed. He's a very solid all-around card who also defends very, very well, and that leads to a very, very solid all-around point guard option. At number 9, we got Mr. All Offense, being James Harden. Defensively, he is not as much of a liability as I think people say and feel like sometimes, but he's still obviously not very good. Offensively, he's fast. He's an exceptional shooter, very, very solid slasher, great shooting, especially playmaking badges. Really versatile, good card. And defensively, half glove, but not much else. I will say defensively, he's very, very limited, but I think he is one of the best offensively in the game. He also has a really, really nice release, so that's another net positive for sure for this James Harden card, and it's enough to get him a top 9 spot on this list, I guess, which isn't saying a ton, but it says enough. Cade Cunningham is going to come in at number 8. I had Cade like the second best point guard in the game like not that long ago, so the fact that he is all the way down number 8 is kind of crazy. But 6'7", 7'1" wingspan for Cade. He's got good speed, great shooting ability, good dunking, and defensively stats aren't bad. The badges are like meh, they're not great, to be honest. Shooting badges on him are pretty darn good though, better than I would have anticipated. Playmaking badges pretty good outside of the like speed booster, but release is nice in the card. I think he's actually pretty darn good. He moves well, and I still think he's a very, very good card, despite having a little bit outdated and a little bit lower tier than some of the other cards on this list. Got DeJounte Murray at number 7, who I'm also decently high on. I think he's pretty good. I think he's a 6'5" defensive point guard, good speed, solid all-around defender, even with a low block rating, good dunker, good shooter. Finishing and shooting badges aren't incredible, though. No limitless range, agent 3, posterizer, limitless takeoff, bulldozer. Playmaking badges look good, but also not insane. No half speed booster, unpluckable, anything like that. Defensively, he looks good, but only gold clamps. I don't think this card is insanely next level elite, but I think he's very, very good. I will say number 6 is actually where I feel like it starts to make a bit of an uptick this time on how good these cards are. As a number 6, we actually got ourselves a Penny Hardaway, and I think Penny is the main problem with Penny, honestly, is just that his release is not that elite. It kind of holds him back a little bit, but he is fast. He's versatile. He defends well. He's got pretty darn good complete badges. Really, really well-rounded card. Good finisher, good defender. Pretty darn good card. I like Penny. I just wish his release a little quicker. That's the main thing with him that unfortunately is not very good, and that does hold the card back a bit, but it gets him pretty decently close, at least to the top 5. Number 5 is going to be Jalen Suggs. I just realized that math is mixed up. Jalen Suggs was supposed to be number 6 and Penny was supposed to be number 5. Let me switch that back real quickly. Suggs specifically as a diamond especially is what I'm really ranking him as, even though I can't actually change that on the list. His duo with Franz Wagner just makes him absolutely insane. 90 speed, 90 excel, 93 shot 3, 80 driving dunk, defensively not bad. Half agent 3, catch and shoot, fast pitch, slithery, blow by handles, phase, hyperdrive, unpluckable. I mean, he's a pretty darn good card. Defensively, he's not terrible either. I think this Jalen Suggs card is actually really, really good. But I do think that definitely, I would say whoever paid for Penny definitely has a better card. Last 4 spots, honestly, are pretty cut and dry, in my opinion. Jrue Holiday gets the 4th spot. The best defensive point guard in the game. It's only half the court. He's very good offensively, though, too, to be fair. I have actually considered picking up one of these knives at some point. But I don't think the shot creation is going to be quite where you'd like it to be in general, unless you're just really, really good at the game and you're really lucky. So for me personally, I think this is a pretty fair spot for most people's Jrue Holiday. LaMelo Ball is going number 3. He's pretty similar to D-Book, but his release I feel like is a little tougher to timer. Fade isn't quite as good. He's not a bad card, I wouldn't say, but he's not an amazing one either. I mean, he is pretty darn good. Top 3 point guard in the game is still very, very good, but I do think you can line aside him against some of the best best of the best who are sniping and stuff. Number 2 is going to be Devin Booker. I think this is a little bit of a surprise. I think people expected me to put him at number 1, and I'm not actually putting him at number 1 in today's video. I just don't think he plays enough defense. I understand he's fast. He's a great shooter, great solid slasher. Said he'll go to church and do the finishing badges. We'll see. I don't think he can anyway because they're not upgradable. But playmaking badges are very, very good. Defensively, he's fine, not insane. I like D-Book. I think the shot creation is amazing. I think it's fun to use. I think it helps. But I also don't think it's all that. He's all that great of a card. I think shots should just get less contested in general. I will say Shea is still probably the Season 2 best point guard in the game because the thing that is so good about this KI card is he's just so good all the way around. Can shoot pretty well, can defend pretty well, can just doing everything. I feel like he's a really, really good card. He's the perfect point guard to finish off this squad. So with that being said, that does give me a list of the top 10 point guards in the game. I understand that this is a pretty quick video. Generally, I make these videos last a little bit longer, but I do think the point guard position right now, honestly, multiple positions in general are just kind of starting to become a little bit more inundated with a lot of players, which is good because I guess it does give you the ability for I guess more different teams and stuff if you'd like to, and more so hopefully running into more different teams as well. But I also don't think there should be quite that many point guard options as a whole. I don't know. This is tough. SGA, D-Book, LaMelo feels pretty interchangeable, and then Drew Holiday also just because of the defensive value and how good and how complete he is in the defensive end feels pretty interchangeable as well. Like Penny even is not that far off. I do think Jalen Suggs, especially with his duo, is actually better than DeJounte though, and Cade Cunningham. I don't think that's troll. I really do believe the card is very, very good, this is all I got right now for my top 10 point guards in the game. Let me know what y'all think of my list in the comment section down below. I apologize if I lost my train of thought at all in this video or anything of that nature. I'm recording this video at 1 in the morning and I'm pretty dang tired, so if I messed up at all or missed anything or anyone or anything of that nature, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know. But with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.